met any famous people?
Famous people. Yeah, when I was.
Oh, okay. Let's get into
I
this.
have a funny story,
This is
but
a
I don't
funny
know if I
story.
should tell it because then some of y'all might go look it up, and I don't got time for that. But I just won't say where I went. But if you know me, then you know. And spoiler alert. But no. Okay, so yeah, I remember when I was like in fifth grade. I think I was a fifth grader. I met Hillary Duff. I was in the leadership. Once upon a time, I was academic. Okay, I was an academic scholar. So I was on leadership in fifth grade, and we were able to get close to Hillary Duff because we were essentially like her guide for the school. You know,
Mm-hmm.
since we were responsible and we were like academically up there, we had like that responsibility of like, you know, kind of guiding her. So I met Hillary Duff in fifth grade. Yeah, it was fun. It was cool. I literally took a picture with her,
But
and I'm right next to her.
but that's not the only person you've met. Recently, you went to school with someone.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so this is like the thing with living in LA, right? Like you're
Yeah.
just bound every they say the world is small, but LA is smaller. No, is that the saying? No, they say LA is fuck, I don't know. Never mind, ignore that. I was trying to be a philosopher here. But
I don't know what you're
no,
talking about though, but it is a small world.
it's a small
Yeah.
world. Yeah, cuz yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I went to a school here in LA, kind of close to K Town.
For what did you go though?
I went for esthetician.
For
Yeah,
esthetician.
I was an esthetician, or I am an esthetician.
You're an
So, yeah,
esthetician.
yeah, yeah.
The
So I was going to
literally
get my
the license is right there on the top.
right
Right
there,
above her, right there.
right there.
Right there.
So yeah, I went to school, and then I was in there for like 4 or 3 months already, and then she enrolled. Um, but anyway, I went to school with Amanda Bynes.
You went to school with Amanda
Yeah,
Bynes.
she was in the nail program, so I didn't get to spend a lot of time with her, you know. But
Yeah.
I did see her a couple of times, and you know what's
And you
crazy?
saw her at Pollo Loco too,
Yes.
right? One
Okay. So
time.
you know what's crazy is that I didn't even know she was enrolled into our school because she looked so different, like
Yeah.
from what I remember her being like, right? So I remember just like not even paying attention to like people around me that much, and then I passed by her walking to Pollo Loco because Pollo Loco's like down the street from where our school is, and we're just walking past her. She has this particular purse. Okay, it's like a sparkly purse, see through. I don't know. It's specific, and I remember noticing it, and then we went to school, and I see the same purse. Like you know in those movie scenes where you just like see the hand. You don't put a face to it, the body. You just see the thing.
Yeah.
The thing for me was a purse, and I'm like, wait, oh, that girl was in our school. How crazy, you know, like how random. We just saw her in the random on the street, like you know. Then and I still didn't recognize her up until this point. Mind you, I saw her twice already, right? Up until this point. Then we have our dean come to our classroom, our esthetician class, which is upstairs from like the whole building, the second building. I mean the second floor on the in the building or whatever. And she came upstairs and she was like, yeah, you guys have to act calm. We know that there's been speculation that there's a celebrity here in our school, and there sure is. Her name is Amanda Bynes, but she chose our school because she wants to be, you know, treated normally, and she's like, just act normal. So then she then confirmed that it was Amanda Bynes. And then I go and search up, and like turns out it really is her. They were already photographers like taking pictures of her on her first day there. Like it was so fast. It was crazy. And so
Oh,
that was
so
that. And then what?
she joined your school
Yeah.
after you were in already.
Yeah.
So she wasn't there before you.
No. No, no, no. So I didn't. Yeah. So we kind of can tell like when there's new faces and stuff, but I didn't recognize her like
Yeah.
until I recognized her. And then she came upstairs. I want to say as soon as we found out that she was like as soon as my dean confirmed that it was her, she then comes upstairs that same day, and she's like, because if you don't know, if you're in a, if you don't know, if you've never have anyone in your family that's like an esthetician or something, but you can trade services with like the other beauty providers there, which is like Cosmo students, barber students, you know, manicurist, and she was in the manicurist program, so she can come upstairs and trade services with any esthetician of her choice for credit, for you know whatever, for points. And so she came upstairs trying to have like a little conversation with our instructor because I guess she only felt comfortable with talking to the instructor. Rightfully so. You know, she's Amanda fucking Bynes. Like, she's Amanda Bynes. Like, what? Literally crazy. So she was talking to her, and then nothing happened from there. She just left. Then after that, it was just normal. We're hearing that she is trying to turn her life around. Photographers were taking pictures of her at her school, and that was it, right? Couple of maybe a month or a couple weeks later, I talked to her. I had an interaction with her, and I was so starstruck. Like, you guys don't even understand. I had the best poker face because I was kind of like crying inside. Like, I was kind of surprised at myself that I didn't freak out like more because I love Amanda Bynes. Like, who doesn't love her? Like,
Yeah.
you grew up with her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, we grew up with her. So it was crazy to see that she's in the industry. She chose the industry
Well,
that I'm choosing.
you know
It
what
was really
though?
cool.
We didn't. When you told me Amanda Bynes, I was like, "Who's that?"
Oh yeah, you didn't
I didn't know
know.
who that was.
Can you guys believe it's okay? Well, you know what? I don't blame you. She definitely disappeared after a while. Like, there wasn't like no Miley Cyrus. You know what I
No,
mean?
I wouldn't know
Miley
who that was.
Cyrus. It wasn't no Miley Cyrus after like fucking. You know how like Disney actors or whatever, they're very like they choose such a wrong path after Disney. Like, or is that
I
just an actor's thing? Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, Selena Gomez, does she have like a bad path after Disney?
She kind of took a bad girl
Yeah.
role. I mean, she did that one Spring Breakers movie with Vanessa Hudgens and
Oh, she
Ashley
did do that.
Benson.
She did do that movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Which, you know, there's some tea on that. I didn't know, but Ashley Benson, the blonde girl,
Yeah.
you know, Pretty Little Liars,
No.
Hannah.
No.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, she was his actor. That was on Pretty Little Liars. You know the show Pretty Little Liars, though, right?
I know of the show, but I don't know what I've never
Which one?
seen it.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
don't know which girl you're talking
oh,
about.
sorry, mommy. The blonde girl.
Yeah, but I
The
still don't
one
know.
blonde girl, not Allison, but whatever. Point is that Ashley Benson was dating or is dating. I'm not sure yet. Like, you can fact check, but she was dating this guy named Eric Franco, I believe is his name.
Mhm.
And there was a video that was going around where supposedly Selena Gomez was like feeling on him a little bit too much at an award show.
But that
And
was a long time ago,
and
right?
Ashley
This is not
Benson.
new tea.
No, not necessarily new.
Yeah.
No, this is pretty old.
This
Yeah.
isn't like Drake video tea,
Oh
you know?
no,
Yeah.
not the Drake video. Yeah, not like that. I mean, no,
Not
not
that
anymore.
recent, yeah.
Yeah, no, but it was crazy because I was just trying to tell you that because she kind of did take this like bad girl role. You know what I mean? And so I feel with Amanda Bynes, it was kind of like the same thing because she always had these weird roles, and I think she was trying to break out of that, and somehow she just lost it in the mix of it. You know, LA's crazy. But anyway, that was fun. And then so let me go back to when I was talking to her. So I had my first interaction with her, and obviously I do lash extensions. If you don't know, I do lash extensions. That's why I went to beauty school. But yeah, hello. Well,
This
if
this
you're
podcast has been brought to you by JVC Lashes. JVC Lashes is the what? Is the
sponsor
it no, but they say
partner.
no. They
Oh.
say sponsor. But they say like what is it? The official sponsor
Okay.
for this podcast.
Okay, yes,
So you better pay up, JVC
right.
Lashes.
Which, if you're not watching the video, you should, because this is just audio, but we have a video.
No, we have video. It's
Watch
all gonna
the
come
video.
together eventually.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Some people choose to like not watch video podcasts though.
I mean, on my way to work, I listen to a podcast every morning.
Okay.
Every morning.
And you don't care that you're not physically like seeing.
You know
them?
what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll have it on my phone because there's a little stand in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll listen, and then when I get to a red light, I'll watch, and then I'll keep listening
Right.
when I'm driving.
Yeah, so you don't have to like need their faces there or whatever, but it's like nice, huh?
Yeah.
Like once in a while, just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, who's talking?
Especially because sometimes in podcasts they're doing stuff. You know, you want to see
Yeah.
what they're doing.
Yeah, sometimes they do like challenges on there and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. So.
Yeah. Official podcast though. Official sponsor for the podcast. So you wanna get your lashes done? This is actually the lash room we're in. We've kind of moved it around. And then I don't know if you guys can see, but Jocelyn has the whole situation over there.
I'm a producer.
And she's producing the whole thing.
I'm a producer, and I think that I can like write this on my portfolio now because I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, on your
Just
resume.
kidding, guys. I'm not really doing stuff. I'm just here.
Yeah.
I'm just the co-host. Which, by the way, my name is Jocelyn.
I'm Jeffrey. But for the purpose of this podcast, it's gonna be Jeff and Joss.
Jeff and Joss.
Jeff and Joss.
That's us.
And then we have a special guest, Roxy.
Which I don't think they can see her.
I don't know if you guys can see her, but it's this little rat that we
No.
have in our house.
Not the rat.
Do you want to show them to everybody?
She's sleeping.
She's sleeping.
We got a 4-pound Yorkie,
Yeah.
guys.
And then we got
Just for
another
the visuals.
10-pound Yorkie over there, licking his
Yes,
paws like a
I love
nasty
my
boy.
Yorkies. Yorkie mom
Yorkie mom.
and dad.
And dad. You know, I'm really obsessed with Yorkies.
Same.
Originally, uh, 4 years ago. It was 4 years ago. When my uncle had got a husky, and he said, "If you guys want a husky, I have a friend who's selling them for $300." And do you remember what happened? Do you remember that day? I took you to a random house. I had never been to this person's house.
In a random neighborhood.
In a
'cause I have
random
no idea where
neighborhood.
we were at. It looked like we were going to like the railroad or something. That's all I can remember. Like it was like, was there a train track there or something? No, where were we? What even city were we?
We weren't
in?
even far. We were in South Central still, because it's still
What?
South Central, but it was like on
Hmm.
Central that way.
Okay, yeah. See, Central be having
Central.
them big ass like
Yeah.
what would you call
And
it?
and
Like
there's a place, there's a store by there, and they have like this giant wire saxophone.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That made me feel like I was.
But it's not a
It's-
pleasant place to be.
no.
Anyways, we got there, and we go in. We're a little bit nervous, a little bit shy, and then they have this yard, and there's literally 14 tiny little dogs running around.
Yeah.
And how did we choose
Husky.
Lila?
Just emphasize huskies.
Yeah,
'cause
huskies.
have you ever seen a little 5-week-old husky? If you
Yeah.
haven't, you need to go look it up right now.
Was she 5 weeks though?
She was like 5 weeks. I remember. Yes, we did the math.
She looked like a little ball though.
Because I want to say 5 weeks after we got her, we realized, wait, when is her birthday? And then we did the math. So we did the math going backwards to when we got her to when. Oh no, was she 5 weeks?
I don't know.
Wait,
it
guys, I'm
seems-
like, sorry,
it-
this is my first time on a podcast. Like, I'm kind of like all over. My mind is going 100 miles per hour right now. It's kind of hard to like get my thoughts together. I don't
Yeah.
know if you can relate. Let me know.
But
Maybe I can take a speech class. or
how
something.
did we choose the dog though? How did we end up choosing Lila of all the dogs?
we didn't. She chose us.
Yeah.
Well, she chose me.
She chose
I don't
you.
know about you, but she chose me, which is actually funny and ironic because she ended up being
My dog.
your first love.
was my
yeah,
dog.
like your first love for a dog. Well, I know you had Max, which I don't know if you want
Yeah,
to talk
but
about that.
he was such a brief. Okay, so when
Time in
we
your life,
we
yeah.
were small,
Yeah.
my Nina ended up giving us a dog. But I think we bought him. I'm not sure. I don't know the specs behind it. But she brought him to our house one day, and then that was our dog. And so this is really important. Make sure you take your dogs to the vet. Don't have like a random vet come to your house that your parents just feel like they know him and they trust him. Don't do that.
Yeah.
They're not organized, they're not specific with anything, and they have no records. Sometimes they don't keep their own records, they expect you to do it.
Yeah.
So Max was missing a parvo shot, and the thing is we didn't know he was missing it. We thought he had all his shots, and we took him to the park, and he was playing with other dogs, and he got sick from another dog. And it was such a sad thing because he was like 8 months, still a puppy. And I remember we were going to school. He's like literally, okay, well, that weekend we had gone to my aunt's house. We stayed over there. He stayed home. And then when we got back, it was like nighttime, and he looked lethargic.
Oh no.
He was on the couch. He looked so sad. And then the next morning, we had to go to school. We went outside to check on him, and he had like foamy stuff coming out of his mouth and bloody stool, and he
Yeah,
just
no.
looked terrible.
Yeah, no, you need it's so
Yeah.
you know what's crazy is that I thought that this was like normal, like just common information that everybody would know, but I just recently had a client and she wanted a Yorkie and
Yeah.
obviously I was going to because we just had a litter or whatever and I was very surprised to hear that she didn't really know a lot. Like she thought that she can just like go get the dog and I'm like the dog has to be with the mom and like, what is the word not nurture, what's the word get what's the word
I don't know what
when
you're
they
trying
need
to
to like
say.
stay with the mom for like the milk.
Yeah, they just need to feed.
Yeah, they need to feed with the mom and also too they got to stay away from like the outside
Yeah.
world and then they can't get their shots before 8 weeks cuz it's like so it was surprising to hear that she didn't know that and I'm like I thought it was so common but it's not and that's why it's so you hear these stories very often. And I feel like it's a little different now. There's a different lingo around dogs now because everybody has a dog now. It's like the new child.
It is the new
Yeah,
child.
it's the
That's
new.
so funny that you
Yeah,
say that because
we have two.
we have two. Yeah. And you know what's funny? The only reason we have two is because we got a dog for the dog. Because you weren't gonna be working here, but you ended up working here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we wanted Roxy to have a friend.
I did the thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we wanted Roxy to have a friend and it really just was so easy to be like, yeah, let's get another
But
dog.
it didn't work out.
Whereas back in the day,
Yeah,
it
it
didn't work
didn't
out.
work out because he's such a
Well,
destructive dog. We have
well,
to lock him up.
well. I'm
Yeah,
gonna come to my dog's defense because you guys know me. He came from a hard life. Okay, so it's almost like when you go to adopt a dog at the pound, they're gonna come with a lot of trauma. Okay, they are gonna tell you that, or maybe not. They're not gonna tell you. You just have to figure it out on your own. But he had a lot of issues, so I will give him that. He's come a long way, and he was a puppy, guys. We got him when he was like how many months old? I think 5 months old. Yeah, she was like five. He was 5 months old. Say funny story. Okay, so our boy dog, I also didn't really. Did I choose him or did he kind of just? I feel like he
no,
chose me because he looked at me. Like he just.
he didn't choose her. This is what happened.
Okay, I'm just living in a dream.
I wanted another dog,
Mhm.
and I went. I don't even know how I found it, but I found a breeder in Southgate.
Mhm.
We went to Southgate, and
But
we
where did
saw
you
him.
find this
Oh,
breeder?
just I put online. I said Yorkies for sale.
Oh my god! But how long until you chose that one?
Honestly, the first thing that popped up, it took me to a website, and then I scrolled and I said, okay, well, this is in Southgate. They had
Mhm.
pictures,
Mhm.
and I said, okay, we're gonna go check it out because Roxy needs a friend. And we get there, and
So the
terrible.
fact that it said Southgate was the only reason why you like chose that one,
Yeah, because a lot of them were far.
and then you saw the
Like one of them was Missouri,
yeah, that's
another
crazy.
one was like Nebraska or something like that. And I
Mm.
was like, there's no way.
Also, wasn't that particular link for that one said like cheaper
Well,
than
yeah,
what the other
it
ones were?
showed you how much it was,
Yeah.
and he was cheap.
You took a risk there.
I took a
You
risk.
took a risk there because I don't know if you've ever heard, but like people have gotten scammed for stuff like
But
that.
how would we have gotten scammed out of a Yorkie though?
Well, because I think that people know like links and stuff. Like
Oh
you'll see
yeah,
that it's cheaper, you get there,
we
and
would
then
have
it's like,
gone and they kidnapped us.
shoo. Or they would have just taken a deposit of
I would have
something.
never given a deposit. There was no way. I wanted the dog, and I had
Okay.
to see the
You're like,
dog.
we're gonna see it. I
But
think
we took a chance.
yeah,
It was a little bit
Southgate.
sketch when we got
I
there.
mean, Southgate is not horrible. So Southgate,
Yeah.
the fact that it says Southgate
Hey,
helped.
okay, but we took it. It was sketch when we got there.
I
I
don't feel like.
I feel like because
I feel like
first
it was
of
a
all
great neighborhood.
there was no cars parked on one side of the street,
That's not bad.
and then we didn't know where to park, and then I was texting the guy and I didn't know there was a language barrier.
Oh yeah, he
So
was
he
a
was
Mexican
just
guy.
texting me weird.
I think he was a Mexican guy, right?
Yeah, it was a Hispanic guy. I'm not gonna say Mexican because I don't know that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
but
he's
he
a
was
Hispanic
texting
guy.
me weird, and then he finally came out. It was this old Hispanic guy, and then he takes us, and this dog right here, they had him inside of a bird cage, literally a bird cage,
Literally a bird cage.
and I felt so bad.
It was sick. It was sick.
Yeah,
I was just like, there's no way.
it was so
And I
bad.
think there was two in there.
Yeah, no, it was just him.
So where? But he brought a different
He
kid.
brought a different
Okay.
one, and they also had him in a little bird cage.
It was a tinier
It
one.
it was a smaller Yorkie.
There was two in that one.
There was two in that one,
Yeah,
and
because
a
they were.
blonde one,
Yeah.
and the blonde one.
Yeah. There was a weird.
And
Okay.
we
Yeah.
looked at him, and we felt so bad for him.
We should have known.
I felt so bad for him.
No, we should have known. Cause guys, till this day, we don't know if this dog is full Yorkie.
No,
Like,
no, no. He's full Yorkie. We
I
saw the
feel.
parents.
I mean, we saw.
They were all Yorkies.
True. True.
They were all Yorkies.
Yeah, they were all Yorkies,
All
but
the
that
parents.
blonde one looked weird.
Well, because that one was probably mixed, but it's not the same litter as this one. Well, because
We don't know that
but
though.
the size and the age difference is too different. Like he was already much bigger, and we got him for $750.
Guys, we got him for $750.
$750.
It's a steal for a Yorkie.
And he wanted
he's
the other
gorgeous.
one. The other one was probably would have been her size.
Okay, so what was your like thought though once like we saw the dogs? Like, cause I remember what went through my mind.
What I thought is, well, I know you were a little hesitant. You're like, I don't know.
Guys, okay, so at the time, Roxy, our girl dog, her mom had another litter, and I really wanted one of that litter, and I was just so like, okay, this is one of those things where it's like you gotta time it and really think about your like. I really wanted to sit there and just like sit on the thought, like maybe my sisters will give in, but they don't want to give me the other dog, so that was kind of annoying. So I was like, F it, let's just get the dog, you know, like why I don't they're trying to make me pay when I didn't even pay for this other dog, you know. So it was just this whole annoying thing, and I was hesitant, but then I saw the dog, and then I was like, oh my god, maybe this is an opportunity to save a dog, like at the same time.
Well, I didn't think that.
I did.
You know,
honestly,
I have
my sentimental part of my heart was just like,
yeah.
Okay, fine.
But you know, I have this thing that if I want something, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
I have that thing about me.
Yeah.
And I told myself I'm not gonna leave her without a dog, and I really wanted the other one, but it worked out for the best. And we rushed to the bank. We got the
other
money
one
out.
was more expensive.
Yeah, he was $1,200.
Why though?
Because he was smaller.
Yeah, he was smaller.
He was smaller, and he's not gonna grow anymore. He's a small dog, but the other one had more of a puppy face. Cause he looked like he was gonna be bad. Huh, Pippi? You look like you were gonna be bad.
Oh my gosh, he was a lot.
He's bad. And then we get home, right? We get to our apartment, and he gave Jocelyn the best surprise. What did he do?
Well, it was before we got home.
No, as soon as we parked.
It was as soon as we got in the car.
No.
With him?
Yeah.
Was it as soon as we parked?
As soon as we parked here.
He threw up on me.
He threw up on you.
He threw up on me.
Yeah.
He threw up on me, guys. I should have known, this little sucker.
That was your initiation.
Little
to
sucker.
being his mom.
Right. Yorkies be like.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. It was crazy. And he came with a lot of problems, and we had some beef afterwards with I had some beef with the previous owner because my dog got sick, and I was scared for my life, and then got my other dog sick, and I'm thinking both of my dogs are gonna die now.
They got worms.
Yeah.
And it was in this room. This used to be our room.
Yes,
crazy thing.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
My last room used to be our bedroom.
Yeah. And he went to the door one night, and he pooped, and I thought to myself, did Jocelyn give him rice? Why is there rice in his poop?
Horrible. It was disgusting.
And then I kept looking, and I saw that they were moving rice. I said, oh shit, he has worms.
Yeah.
And then I immediately took him off of the bed, and I already knew Roxy was going to have worms too. And so they both had worms. We took him to the vet, and they charged us $600 for each.
Guys, this is just a side note, but if you have a Yorkie, you know, but their side eye is crazy. And he just gave me the craziest side eye.
Yeah, because he's with me right now.
He wants to beef right now. It's like he knows we're talking about him. Like,
yeah.
You guys, my dog reminds me of Igor. Like, he sits like him. It's the cutest thing. And he's kind of like him, too.
Yeah. We've had an interesting moment, though. Like, we're just now starting to get along.
You guys have come such a long way. I'm so proud. I'm a proud mom.
Because he's just so bad.
I'm a proud mom. He's
bad. Such a bad dog.
I'm not gonna fight you on that. He is bad. He
bad. He can't be trusted. But we've done such a good job of crate training him. He understands to go to his crate. Like, he knows.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
can tell him right now, and he'll get off of my
But don't do
legs.
it. He's comfortable there.
And I was gonna do it
I
just to
know.
show
Don't do
everybody.
it.
Yeah,
He's gonna like hop on the
yeah.
cord.
He probably will
But
destroy everything. Um, but yeah, that's that. Don't get dogs. They're very expensive.
don't get dog. No, get a dog before you get pregnant. Okay. Like this is okay. So this is what we were talking about. The dog is the new like baby.
Yeah.
You know, it's true because they're just so easy. I'm so sad we can't tax write them. Like we can't write them as a like
Well,
as
you
a
know what?
dependent.
I don't know if this is true, but if
I,
we opened the business and we said he's our mascot, we could get money for him
oh,
for his food. And well, not get money, but deduct it, and it'll help us out.
like does that even make sense? Like do they even check more
I don't know.
deeper into it
We
like
would have to
to
sit down
confirm?
with somebody and say, hey, how can we write this dog off?
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to
because
have a
their
hell of
food.
an accountant for that.
Yeah, their food is expensive. The other day, I keep seeing this, and this is so annoying to me because it's happened to me on TikTok, on Instagram, anywhere where I'll say something, and it's like they can hear me. And I was saying how I wanted to get them a raw diet, and then the farmer's dog starts popping up on my Instagram and my TikTok. And it got so bad. It was one of a Yorkie eating the food.
So weird.
So I said, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. So I got them the farmer's dog,
And he gave it a try,
and I
y'all.
gave it a try.
He gave in. The
Yeah,
consumption.
but I think I mean it sucks that they only eat these little hard brown rocks all the time.
No, it's see the funny thing about getting influenced is that sometimes it really is beneficial to you like and that's the beauty of the internet these days,
Yeah,
you know. I mean, it's a horrendous
yeah.
world, but there's, you
I
know.
mean, I mean, we gave in to HelloFresh, and I think we always talk about we're gonna do it again, and we never do it.
I know, we
But
got
I
to do
think
it.
we've also now discovered Trader Joe's.
No, but if they were smarter in the algorithm, watch the algorithm start playing that now on my
Yeah,
phone. But I
yeah.
haven't had no
Me too.
HelloFresh ads on my phone. We get them in the mail, and it's like
Yeah.
that's easy to throw away. Who does
You.
paper these days? Come
Yeah.
on now, send me. Well, you know what? They do send me a text message all the time, and I just ignore it. But I feel like if I see an ad, like a fun ad that catches, because we love to be overstimulated these days. I would remember to get myself HelloFresh, but they don't see, guys. This is what I do too with my clients. Like when I need to, like, if I'm low on appointments or I gotta, like, get money and book people, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go ham on some posts, like on some story posts, Instagram feed, all that stuff, and it'll always attract at least two, three. You know what I mean? So I think HelloFresh is just not getting it together with their ads because I have not, like, I would definitely buy it, but I just forget. What else?
Maybe they just don't like you because I still get it a lot.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
still
get
see
it. You
it.
know which one I get a lot?
But you know what?
Factor.
Factor?
Yeah.
I've been getting that one a lot too.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to tell me something.
Because it's kind of, think about it. It's kind of giving Trader Joe's.
No, because it's meal prep.
I know, but you know how Trader Joe's has like already made microwavable
Yeah,
like
yeah.
things?
But this is healthy.
Yeah. No,
Whereas
but it's
I'm not saying Trader Joe's is not healthy.
Yeah, it's literally all
but
organic.
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
mean,
what?
okay, but this is the thing. Organic doesn't mean healthy.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So first of all, get that straight.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I used to work at Polar, one of my coworkers used to get like all organic this, all organic that, shop at Trader Joe's, and like Sprouts and stuff like that. And then we told them, and then I told them, I said, just because it's organic, it doesn't mean it's healthier all of a sudden.
Yeah, like they love to use like
Yeah.
organic, not no cruelty free
Non
or
GMO.
non-GMOs. It's like those things doesn't necessarily means it makes it
Yeah.
healthy because there's always other things that are processed with
Well,
it. You
but
know what I mean?
it's not just that. It's the thing. Everything can be organic
Mhm.
and still be fattening. Like that coffee cake that we got, probably all organic. Is it good for you? Probably not. Yeah. It was really great though. It
Yeah.
was such a good coffee
Yeah.
cake.
I think the idea of though it being like just specifically organic is
Yeah.
like does make you think it's healthy because it's like, oh, okay, this is all scratch, came from scratch
Yeah.
and it's just,
It's
better that way. It's not as processed, but that's
yeah.
not necessarily true.
It's marketing though.
Yeah, it's definitely marketing.
Kudos to
That's why,
marketers.
yeah, that's why it's important to know, like, if it's that, it's important to know that. I'm
Yeah.
dead. I don't even know where I'm going with this. But yeah,
I mean, we're me and you were not really smart shoppers though.
not at all.
I don't feel like we're there yet.
Not at all.
We recently saw that coupon movie. Where did you watch that with me?
Yeah, you made me watch
Yeah.
it. What do you mean?
And that's kind of smart shopping. That's what I mean. But even then, like we're not like healthy shoppers either. And that's kind of due to the fact that being healthy is really expensive. Because we can get microwavable meals for the fraction of getting fresh vegetables, and it kind of sucks. And the thing is, it's like we've kind of also like done better at like not shopping for a whole bunch of food
Mhm.
at once,
Mhm.
because what do we keep doing every like 2 weeks? Throwing food away, and now it's not good.
Mhm.
Do you feel like you're a good shopper?
I feel like I can be.
I'm gonna speak for you right now.
No, you can't speak for me.
I'm
There's
gonna
no
say
such
something
thing.
for
See, this
you.
is where you lose me. This is where men lose me. This is where men lose me when they think that they can speak for me.
I just want to point
It's
something
kind
out.
of funny. What?
You're the type of shopper.
Mhm. This is your opinion, by the way.
It's not an opinion.
It's not a fact, but it's
It's a
not a fact.
it's a
Okay, just go
it's a
ahead. Go
super
ahead.
it's a super fact.
It's a fact when I agree.
Okay, and you're gonna agree. You're the type of shopper
Mhm.
that loses the cart.
Definitely. See, okay, you got me there. You got
Okay.
me there. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that
So
one. I've had way too many.
what happened to you
One too many stories.
what happened to you at the market?
Okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I just okay, so I feel like I have an authority problem
Okay.
because and just hear me out, okay? I feel like I have an authority problem because I cannot stand older women. Like or
Yeah.
older men.
I've
Either
seen
like
it.
we call
I
them
saw it.
señoras y señores. I just can't deal with them sometimes. You know what I mean? So I will just try my best to get out of their way when I'm like in the market with them, especially in the produce section. They be wilding out for them bags. So I had some incident. This particular time though was the first time it happened. It's happened. I've had it
Can I ask
happen
you,
though.
what are you gonna talk about? The bags or the cart?
The
Because I don't
cart,
want
the
to
first
hear
time,
about the bags.
the first time.
Okay,
See, you
continue.
guys,
Just
you
keep
see what I
going.
mean?
No, because you started talking about the lady. Was this the same lady?
No, I was gonna tell you about the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time, what happened? So I'm like in the produce section and I'm walking around, and for some reason, the produce section has the bread right next to it, in
Mhm.
this Food for Less specifically. And I just, my brain's going 100 miles per hour. I'm at the freaking spinach side, and then I was like, oh, wait, bread. I look at the bread, and I'm like, okay, run over there and left my cart. And then I was like, okay, let me go get my cart. Mind you, I had the thought, like, let me get my cart before I leave to all the way to the bread, which is like kind of down the hallway. And so I go and get my cart, and then I'm so dumb again. I see the lemon, and I go and get the lemon and left the cart by the bread. And so then I go and get the lemon, and I'm like, I see tomato. I get the tomato. I go and get my lemon and my tomato, walking happy to my cart. And then I don't. I just put it in what I thought was my cart, right? And then I was like, oh no, that's not mine. Took it out, and then I'm walking around, and I'm like, where's my cart? I'm looking like crazy, and then I see this girl. Oh wait. Oh, I'm talking about another incident. I know which one you want me to talk about now. Now that I'm remembering, because I had 3 incidents that happened to
Yeah,
me.
the same incident. And
Oh, you're talking about the time where I couldn't squeeze?
no, no, no. The
Oh,
very first time it happened to you, because I had just got out of work,
yeah.
so I didn't go in with you. I stayed in the car.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even get anything.
Yeah, you didn't get anything.
No, okay, so this was the same situation, same day, but it was just like two different things. So basically, like, I'm walking away prior to this incident. I'm walking in this aisle by the spinach, and I'm trying to get by, but there's another lady there, and then there's like a worker, the one that puts things on the shelves and stuff. He was blocking the hallway, so I couldn't really squeeze in there. So I had said excuse me to the lady that was there, And she didn't move, so I said, "Excuse me," again, and then she kind of said something under her breath and was like, uh oh, you literally could have fit there or something like that. And I was just like, no, I couldn't. And I walked past her and I like shoved my way in there and I wiggled in there to prove a point because I couldn't fit if you didn't move, you know. And so she said that under her breath and I'm walking away and then she's like, "Oh, I wasn't talking about you. I was just saying like something like she made no sense." And I was just like, "Okay." And I walk away, right? Then that's when I noticed the bread and I was like walking to the bread and then I got my cart, brought it back, right? And then I saw the lemon, then I saw the tomato, and then I left my cart by the bread. And I'm thinking this whole time that this girl was trying to take my cart because there is no way that it just moved. Like it just completely moved to the other side of the store. And I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore because I felt dumb. Because after I realized that my cart, was going to put my stuff in the wrong cart, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And then I just left.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You didn't just leave. You called
Oh,
me,
yeah, I
and you
called
said, "Babe, a lady, I, you said I lost the cart. That's what you said." And I said, "What do you mean you lost the cart? What are you talking about?" You said, "I went to go get something, and somebody took my cart." And I said, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
I said, "What type of weirdo
I don't
just
know.
goes to a random cart and takes it
No, cause
and
okay,
doesn't realize when did I get this or when did I get that?"
no, we had this I same things.
Same thing. So
Yeah,
why didn't you take the other cart?
because at that point I just felt dumb.
Yeah.
So I just was like, and then I made eye contact with the same girls that I just had an altercation with,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, are they fucking with me? And then I just had anxiety and I left.
Yeah.
But it was funny. I did call you to say that.
And
It's so
that's
funny.
a really good lesson right there. The lesson is don't go to food for less.
Right.
So we just don't go to food
No,
for less anymore.
no, no. Well, the moral of the story is that I'm not a bad shopper. I just lose the car. I'm like, you missed the point
But
here.
I think that happened to you because anytime we go shopping together, I always get the cart.
For sure.
Always.
For
I
sure.
always take the cart because I like it.
Okay.
I like to take the
Okay,
cart
that's fair.
and
But now you messed me up. Look at you.
yeah. But
I
you know
gotta get
what?
it together.
You gotta deal with it.
I gotta get it
Yeah.
together. So I walked up out of there, y'all. I walked up out of that food for less, mad as hell.
And then where did we go?
And now I'm just so conscious of it. I think, I, did we go to El Super?
No, we went to El
I think we
Super.
went to El Super.
Yeah.
We said fuck all that and
And
went to El
yeah.
Super down the street, down the hood.
They don't be having nothing there though, to be honest.
At El Super.
Yeah. I don't
I
like
feel like, okay, I don't know if this is like a weird thing, but I know there's someone out there that like agrees with me. But I feel like any market I go to, and maybe this has to do with the fact that I'm not a good shopper, but I feel like every market I go to has nothing. Like
every
I
market
just
you go to has
there's so
nothing.
much that there's almost nothing in
Yeah.
a market. Any market. I could go to any market. I swear, and I'm just like, there's nothing here. There's nothing here that I like, nothing here that works, nothing that I want to do, and then yeah. But I think it's just ultimately I'm a bad shopper.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I am a bad shopper.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
knew that. I knew that.
What about you?
Sometimes you do a good job though.
Yeah, I think I'm getting better at it. I think we're getting
Yeah.
better at it. I think we're
I
growing up,
mean,
guys.
yeah. I mean, we went to Trader Joe's. I went to Trader Joe's for the first time a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
days ago.
Tell them your experience.
And
How did that go?
right off the bat, it smelled like white people. And I don't know if anybody knows what white people smell like, but white people smell like hippies, like plants. No, and this is why I say this. When me and my dad used to go wash people's cars, we only washed rich white people's cars,
Mm.
and they stink so bad.
Oh my god, he said they stink,
Yeah.
y'all.
Because
I don't know what
know,
he's talking about, y'all, but that's funny. That's really
they
funny.
just smell like plants, and they smell like feet, and sometimes a little bit of both.
I don't know about the feet part, but I feel like it smells herby, maybe.
Nah,
So
some white people, and you know the type of white person that I'm talking
I know
about.
what smell you're talking about, but I don't feel like Trader Joe smells like that.
They almost kind of smell like eucalyptus or something, like herby, like that.
Right.
And I hated washing cars that smelled like that.
I know what you're talking about, but I feel like
But
I
as
don't get
soon
that
as we
smell.
walked in, that's what it smelled like.
Okay.
And you know what? The only thing that I could think of was you telling me make sure that if you want to get something, that you get it. Don't think about it. Get it. And it happened to me because, first of all, Trader Joe's feels like a tiny Costco because they have shelves, ugly shelves,
Yeah.
and it's
They're
just
not ugly. I feel like it's such clean aesthetic in there. Such a clean
it
aesthetic.
just feels like,
Everything feels fresher to me. Like I don't know,
I don't know.
like it was made more with love, like
No,
rather than like the market.
I feel like
The
they.
market feels a little too like just they just throw and
It just feels
just
a little too much like
tossed.
business when
Which
you go to
one?
the market,
Not Trader Joe's.
not Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's feels like a hippie opened up a store and he said everything's organic.
And everything is like a twist to
Yeah.
like a already made thing. Like guys, I found these plantains that they were like Caribbean flavored seasoned plantains, and I was like, what is this? It was a little spicy, so I didn't buy it. I bought the regular plantains. Oh, they're fried, by the way. Or what is it, dried? No, fried.
No, yeah.
Fried.
They're chips.
Fried. Yeah,
They're
chips. Fried
chips.
plantain chips, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I get what you mean, because it's like you have to take your time at Trader Joe's because
Yeah.
there's so many random things. Like, but guys, Trader Joe's has not failed me yet. What do you think? I've been shopping there for a minute now. What do you think?
Okay.
What do you think?
My first time,
Yeah.
I told you it smells,
Right?
but just in that section. Because once you get deeper, it doesn't smell.
No,
then-
because you're
okay.
tripping.
But it was so small.
Mhm.
So small.
Mhm.
So packed. People are literally coming in and out. It's literally like Costco.
Yeah, I feel like that's
But
the intimidating part of it.
the service there is so nice.
Great.
Because I saw that the workers there, they like to help. Like, you'll ask them a question and they'll be like, yeah, if you go over here and you go over there, you'll find it right there.
And I thought it was so funny
Yeah.
that you were like, "Oh, they really like to help here."
Yeah,
and
they
I just
really like
started
to help.
laughing because I'm like, "Not you, used to the ghetto."
Yeah. I mean, because you'll go to Target or something and you look at one of the workers and they're stalking and you'll be like, excuse me?
And they
And they'll
dodge
go-
you so
they-
hard.
They'll be like this.
No, they dodge you so.
And you'll be like, are you going to help me or what? Like, what are you going to do?
Yes, they will like not want to
Yeah.
do. And I can confirm this because I have a client who works at Target,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Girl, sometimes somebody looks at me and I just be like, what do you want?"
What do you want?
They'll be like, they'll be staring at you in the hallway and they'll be like, and then she just turns and she's like,
Yeah.
"What do you want?"
Yeah.
Or they'd be like, "What can I help you with?"
Yeah. And so that it doesn't feel like that at Trader Joe's. It
No.
feels like they want to talk to you. And I noticed that because the lady was like, I saw that one over there. They don't have that anymore. And she was like, yeah, they're flying off the shelves. And then she said, I don't know when we'll have them back in stock, but once we do, they'll be back on the shelves. It's such a good answer. And then somebody else asked her a question and she was just helping people. And so I was like, okay, they have good service here. But I think what I liked the most was that we didn't have to bag anything ourselves.
Oh yes. Okay. Yes.
So that was my favorite part.
so
Because
funny.
anytime we go to the grocery store and I have to bag our
You bag
groceries,
because I don't bag.
it stresses me out.
Yeah.
Because the very first thing I can think about is like, it's like a game.
Like a
and
puzzle.
it's like a puzzle. And then the thing is like, I have to figure out how many bags. I have to figure out how long I'm going to take. And then it's more stressful when they've scanned everything and then the next person's up and you're still trying to put everything in your bag.
Yeah.
Like, that's stressful to me. It stresses me out so bad.
It is so stressful.
Yeah.
Like.
So that was a plus.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lady was so nice. So
yeah,
nice.
she was super cool. Anytime I've gone, I was always intimidated of the line because the one at USC
Mm-hmm.
is super packed all the time, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to deal with the line. But they go by really quick because
Yeah.
they bag as they go, you know,
Yeah.
and so it's really, and they're like, I think you were so amazed that you even asked the girl, right? You were like,
Yeah.
do you get trained for this?
Yeah, I asked
And
her.
she looked at us and gave us major side eye, y'all. She was
No,
just like,
she didn't. She laughed. She giggled and she said, no. She was all like, I just like to do it nice. And I said, what a nice girl.
it was like a funny side eye,
Yeah,
but yeah.
yeah. And I thought it was like they liked their
You
job.
said what? What a nice girl.
Yeah, what a nice girl. Like she's
She
making
touched
sure.
you.
She touched me.
She touched his
Where did
heart.
she touch
She
me?
touched your
My
heart.
heart.
Yeah. Clearly, she
Yeah.
said she was
No,
so
she didn't
sweet.
touch my heart. But it's
Because you don't
just
talk
like
to people, so the fact that you talk to her, I'm just like, let me find out.
that's not a thing. I talk to people. If you ask a lot of people, they say I'm a very sociable person.
Okay.
And I just think you're the one who thinks I'm like not talking to people.
I don't think that.
Do you think that I just go to places and just like never say nothing?
No, obviously not. I'm sure you speak up when it's
Yeah.
needed.
I mean, I won't speak up if it's
But I
needed.
feel like you're more of like a conversation kind of person. Like, just like, ask this, ask that. Like, I kind of feel like you're interrogating people
Oh
sometimes.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, because I feel like people like to talk about themselves.
Actually, no, I don't feel like you interrogate people, but I do think that you're just like, your pause. That's what it is. It's like you have pauses in your conversations in a way, and it's kind of like, what are you thinking while I was talking? You know what I mean?
I was listening to you. That's what I was thinking.
I almost think that it feels like you're thinking of the next sentence to say. Like,
I always
because there
listen.
feels like there's a pause.
I always listen to what you have to say, because the thing is,
I mean, I know you can be sociable, but I don't think that you always are, and I'm not the only one that thinks that. You know that.
I think people are weird. Yeah, I think people that don't know how to have conversations will think that, because the thing is, like, a lot of people, they're talking to somebody else, and the very first thing is like somebody said something and they have to respond, and they stop listening, and then they'll interrupt people. You're the main suspect right here for
I
that.
do interrupt people. I have
Yeah.
a problem with that. I'm trying. I'm working.
And then you get mad when people do it to you, but you do it to them.
Yeah.
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 You're so high right now, huh?
No, I'm not that high. I'm literally not high. I know it
So
looks like it.
high.
It's the light is literally in my face. It's literally pointing at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that one's not on, so you don't understand what I'm feeling right
I don't
now.
even know why that one's not on. I had
Yeah.
left it on.
Get your life together.
It's your life, first of all, not mine.
Your life.
It's our life.
Buy your life. You know what I'm
Buy
talking
my life? What does that mean?
There's a Bad Girls Club like clip that went viral, and she's like, buy your life. She's like, all right, thank you. It's like these two strippers. It's funny.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I had seen the video where the girl said she had an abortion and it was 2 kids, 2 babies.
What, from Bad Girls Club?
I don't know what show it is, but it's kind of like similar to that. And she said, I had an abortion. It was twins.
What?
And then one of the girls in the background she said, damn.
She said, buy your life. Good night. That's it. I gotta show you.
I'm gonna clear this up right now. I don't have an issue with you. I don't have an issue with you. I don't have an issue with you. I've made it clear to y'all what my issue was with her. I made that clear, so I don't want y'all getting.
But you haven't made it clear with me.
I've been made it clear to you.
What is
And
it?
I even told your friend upstairs my issue with you. And I stated to your friend upstairs how I feel like you're trying to pimp her out and how I feel like that's fake.
kind of long. Hold on.
So my issue, I'm not about to keep barking at a bitch who ain't about to. Anyway, just mad because you was a stripper that thought you was gonna get wifed and didn't. Psych.
That's fine. I'll be a stripper because I make way more money than you, bitch. Buy your life. Good night.
You trying to get down or you just trying to run your mouth?
She said, buy your life.
I don't know why that was so funny to you. That's not.
No, because
funny.
honestly, it was dragging. You needed to. It's because okay. So the thing is that people would like make like they would use the audio and make videos out of it, and they'd be like the boyfriend and the girlfriend. They'd be like one would be the boyfriend and one would be the girlfriend, and the girlfriend would be like, "Good night," you know, like shit like that.
You thought you ate up.
And then it'd be like point of view, your boyfriend and you argue over something, like just something like that, you know.
You thought you ate up? You didn't.
Cooked.
Nothing.
I cooked it, I served it, and I ate it. Period. That's the order, y'all.
No.
So with that being said, this will conclude the hour-long video today of our podcast.
Is it an hour long?
Yeah, it's been 50 minutes, 51
Wow.
minutes. So
How did we talk so much?
I don't know. I feel like we didn't talk about nothing almost.
No, and yet we talked about a lot. Where's Baboy? Such a cute little Baboy. Such an ugly little dog.
He's not ugly. He's so cute. We've been talking for so much that my lip gloss is gone.
Yeah.
So we are going to conclude it here. And I'm excited for more.
Yeah, tune in. We will be dropping every Wednesday. So it's a lot of work, but we'll do it for you guys. And just tune in.
Maybe Friday.
Jeff and Joss. No, it's going to be Wednesdays.
Why Wednesday?
Because I think nobody really does anything on a Wednesday afternoon that they'll have time to watch us.
I feel like Monday.
Monday's good too.
Mondays, people are
But
just
it
like
doesn't
getting
give me-
home, tired from work, because they just were
But it
tired from
doesn't-
getting tired. You know what I mean?
It doesn't give me enough time to edit it.
Right. That's true.
Because I have to edit this. So we have to do Wednesday. I need at least 2 days to edit this and post it. But tune in. We'll be bringing you podcasts every Wednesday. This one was a little bit lame, but I'm pretty sure it'll get better with time. A little bit more funnier.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought, yeah, next time we'll probably have more
Yeah.
topics and stuff. And I don't know. This is our first time.
But
I wonder who's even gonna listen.
Just don't go shopping with Joss. Get a dog. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.